Blues. Love won't behave. I tried all my life to keep it chained up, especially after I gave up pleading. I don't mean the woman, but the love itself. Truth is, I don't know where it comes from, why it comes, or where it goes. It either leaves me feeling the knife of my first breath, or hangdog and sick at someone else's, unstoppable, and as the blues song says, can't sit down, stand up, lay down, pain. Right now, I want it. I'm like a country who can't remember the last war. Well, that's not strictly true. It's just been too long. Too long, and my heart is like a house for sale and a lot full of high weeds. I want to go down to New Orleans and find the Santeria woman who will light a whole table full of candles and moan things, place a cigar and a shot of whiskey in front of Chongo's picture and kiss the blue dead Jesus on the wall. I want something. Used to be I'd get a bottle and drink until the lights went out, but now I carry my pain around everywhere I go because I'm afraid I might put it down somewhere and lose it. I've grown tender about my mileage. My teeth are like Stonehenge and my tongue is like an old druid fallen in a ditch. The soul is like a shrimper's net they never haul up, and it's full of everything. A tire, a shark, an old harpoon, a kid's plastic bucket, an empty half pint, a broken guitar string, a pair of ballerina shoes with the ribbons tangled in an anchor chain, and the net gets heavier until the boat starts to go down with it, and you say, God, what is going on? In this condition, I say love is a good thing. I'm ready to capsize. I can't even see the shoreline. I haven't seen a seagull in 3 days. I'm ready to drink salt water, go overboard, and start swimming. Suffice it to say, I want to get in the bathtub with the Santeria woman and steam myself pure again. The priest that blesses the water may be bored, hungover. He may not even bless it. Just tell people he did. It doesn't matter. What the Santeria woman puts on over their mind makes it like a holy mirror. You can float a shrimp boat on it. The spark that jumps between her mind and the priest's empty act is what makes the whole thing light up like an oil slick on fire against a sunset over Oaxaca. So if I just step out into it, if I just step off the high dive over a pool that may or may not have water in it, that act is enough to connect the two poles of something and make a long blue arc. I don't have a clue about any of this. Come on over here and love me. I used to say that drunk, and now I'm stark raving sober, and I say, come on over here and love me. Madonna. That day I rang the wrong bell. You answered the door bare-breasted, boa constrictor around your neck. You thought I was the postman. He was such a sad man, you said. You put a little yeast in his mojo. Come back, you said. I brought you bouquets of iron roses, a carved walnut stock for your Mauser. You sewed me a pair of eel-skin pants. Ah, candlelit nights in your glass tub. How you sang in that red satin bed, your hair a corona of black fire. Our love outlived the boa who died from the frozen mice. But then you started with the tarantulas, producing them in the palm of your hand at parties, trying to scare tenured professors to death. Bats brought back from Mexico on the Harley, your hair an obsidian flame behind you. After the incidents with the blow darts, I left. I joined the Sons of Odin, razors and horned helmets, always on the move. I light candles for you at every roadside shrine between Tucson and Nogales, now by the river, my feet in red water, a salamander curls around a plaster Madonna like a sable stole. I feel your presence. I say it's a damn shame love is. Couple of old chestnuts, move on to a new book, Kind of Blue. This is from Miles Davis. Gold smelts rushing downstream, setting fire to the low-hanging trees. A whirl of hell-heaven heat carves mind glyphs in rock all the way down. Black hands fanning the keys in the bright ground of the horn. A hot braid of brass, train net, cannonball and chamber's heartbeat. Steady on, scatter of bones from Evans and Jimmy Cobb. Steady on, dropping coins in the love hat of the beggar. Give me some more of that so I can live. And so it goes with Bach, Schubert, Mahler, and all of them, verily saying there is a way out of the lopsided lobe limp of the world and its pit-bound course. All you have to do is fly your kite in a storm. Live myth. I would believe in the unicorn if it stood heaving and slathered, snapping flies off its flank with its tail. It does not smell of sweat and stable, does not snort at the wolf in the brush and twitch its ears. A unicorn does not get dirty, kick up mud when it runs. I know that I would throw my leg over a bareback horse sooner than I'd step into the stirrup of a saddled unicorn. For spite, I'd shoot and slaughter one, roast choice bits over a fire and hang its horn from my belt, just to outrage the legions of tourists of the imagination, the kind who flock to seances or invite Rasputin to tea. A unicorn is impossibly cute. It doesn't shit or rub its rump against a tree, but a horse, my God, can swing its neck around at a dog's yip and break your jaw, can brain you with a hoof. It makes the ground shake. Look at him, the black pool of his eye, muscle rippling along the flanks, and how he stands, placid, chewing, as the little girl lies on top of him, braiding his mane, whispering, my magic, my boy. Horse medicine. This is about the New Mexico State prison riot of 1980. Horse medicine. Had them packed ass over elbow into a space meant for half as many, and the food, well, somewhere between cardboard and baby shit. TB and brother hepatitis living in the walls. So understaffed, the guards built snitch worlds to enforce the unenforceable. No one inside surprised when it came down. Leastwise, the guards, beaten, broken, raped. Most inmates just wanted to survive, but the sicker, meaner motherfuckers torched through the bars of segregation cells and blue-flamed the pedophiles, into which blood waded the National Guard, whence black convicts and some others sought refuge, among them in the yards, while the psychopaths dismembered snitches with chainsaws so thoroughly that afterward, when they did the body count, they couldn't find them all. Cleaned up the blood with acid stains still there, brought in a warden smart enough to build a concrete pen, filled it with Mustangs, every bit as crazy as the torch-tongued mad. Those most eaten by their demons got to work with them, feed them, I dare say love them. And for a while, something like a human village found its heartbeat and prevailed. Warden after that took away the horses, and hell returned to what some righteous gasbag said hell ought to be. Well, there you are, and so are we. Some of you may have noticed how the extreme right wing in this country has hijacked Christianity. This is for them. This is called Rood Shadow, R-O-O-D, Rood Shadow. They get Jesus in a back room at the country club. Tell him, let's get you in some Armani. And could you step over there and wash your feet? Maybe we can get you a pedicure. See, we want you to be able to walk into our churches without upsetting all those folks in their Sunday best. We want you to fit in. Grace the board meeting once in a while. And we want you to look good on TV. Got to do something about that coif. So when you tell all those liberal pervs to straighten up or hell's awaiting, we want you to have authority. And we want to market a version of you to our less educated folks that shoots lightning out your fingertips at homos and these bitches who want ownership of their own pussies, because we need the votes, see. We want heaven on earth and Botox too. We want the eternal Barbies of the ass fuck come in the face. We want the holy star of the Mercedes hood ornament to rise on Christmas over the temple of Mammon. And don't get any ideas about fishes and loaves or kicking the moneylenders out of the temple, cause, well, you know, we've got the nails, we've got the tree. I got one more here. fuck. Everyone I talk to this week is divorced. They don't complain about their exes. We all tried. It didn't work, that's all. All that music just got run through the human instrument and came out wrong. No use blaming, holding grudges. One guy I know was having a really mean divorce. House, kids, savings. One day he just walked in where she was sitting with her lawyer and said, "You can have everything, I'm done." Walked out and left them sitting there. 2 weeks later she got coked up and burned the house down. What do we want from life? I had a girlfriend once who carried self-help books everywhere we went, in case we get into trouble, she said. I saw her 20 years later and she was reading them, held one up, large print, she said. We never figure it out. It's cold tonight. Come on in here and hold me. I'll shut up, and why don't you just take your clothes off? I want to kiss you from the inside out. There's a deep bruise in the dark of you, and your brain is full of unlit cells that want light. Come under the covers with me and let's tangle legs. In the morning maybe we'll have breakfast and then go off to do whatever it is there is to do. Fuck it. I don't have any theories left about why this love shit is so hard. I really don't, and I'm sick of thinking about it. That was lovely. How nice and quiet it is now. How sweet to listen to you breathe.